All right, everyone. Welcome to game number 1 of a RD2L Season 3 Round 2 playoff game. This is going to be QPR versus Too Bad. And we have a disconnect from my co-caster, but Xylem will be co-casting with me. I haven't gotten to cast with him for a while, so this should be a lot of fun.
I am working on getting back in ASAP, and I apologize to everyone we're playing with for this. It's certainly not my intention.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. And we had to wait an extra hour and 15 minutes for this game, so
Woo!
a little more waiting won't matter. But anyways, QPR, they won their round 1 game, the round 1 playoff set in a 3-game series. I believe they took it to the 3rd game. It was quite a fun series, honestly. I have not cast a Too Bad game yet, though. So, looks like we're waiting for one of the Too Bad players to load in, and then we should be ready. All right, he's loaded. Now we're waiting for a spectator, and he is in.
It's probably me.
So here we go. Let me make sure I have volumes set up correctly. You should be loud. That's the goal.
I hope I'm loud. I love being loud.
QPR ban.
Got a Slark ban.
It's funny because the first game I cast this morning, both games Slark bans. So apparently these guys know something I don't. Invoker.
I think he's definitely a strong hero. I'm surprised to see him be a first ban material. I'm definitely not that up on the meta, especially in the RD2L, but that still surprises me. Bristleback makes more sense to me, Invoker as well, but I'm still a little surprised by the Slark. What about you?
I'm surprised by the Slark. He's a great hero, but not first ban, I think. But, you know, this is a scouting thing. Maybe they scouted Too Bad and found out that they really like running the Slark. The Bristleback, of course, extremely strong hero right now, as is Viper. So, there's that. And the Alchemist pickup. Alchemist has been underplayed recently. I think people don't really like him that much anymore after the Tri-Lanes died, but his stun is still great. He's still an incredibly strong farmer or support.
So we have Viper, who has one of the highest win percentages in matchmaking right now, I believe. Very strong, very scary hero. Pretty boring, frankly. Doesn't do anything terribly interesting, just does a lot of damage. Murata, though. Murata's an exciting hero to watch. Looking forward to some good Moonlight Shadows, hopefully.
Yeah, this will be exciting. You can play her mid, you can play her offlane, you can play her literally anywhere. And Alchemist could be a support or a carry, we don't really know. The Viper pickup, though, yeah, kind of typical solid hero.
Yep. I'm going to make the completely arbitrary prediction of Too Bad going dual lanes with Alkin one and Murata in the other. But there's a really good chance I'm completely off base.
We'll see. The Rubik pickup, I like this. Stealing Arrow is pretty good. Stealing Alk Stun is pretty good. A little bit early. We haven't seen him as much since the Tri-Lanes have died off. So we see the Bane ban out. This is kind of obvious because Bane pairs very well with Murata. We see the
classics.
One of the classics. We see the Kunkka ban out because Kunkka lanes very well against Viper. I almost expect Too Bad, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. We see the Kunkka ban out. I'm not sure why.
I got nothing.
Yeah, good hero.
Kunk is a good hero. I guess that's it.
Yeah, the Abaddon ban out. We've been seeing more and more people ban or pick Abaddon recently. He's just a very solid lane support. And then the Crystal Main ban out. Another very solid support. Getting that extra mana is really nice, and getting that Frostbite, very helpful. So let's see what Too Bad picks up here. I would expect a support just because it would behoove them not to tip their hand a little bit right now. But they could easily pick up a mid. OD is still in the pool, although OD doesn't really beat Viper. Razor's still in the pool.
Reserve time.
You know, one of the most annoying things about Viper? You take like 30 damage every time you attack him.
Yeah. Windrunner, all right, so this is interesting. I saw a game this morning where they went Windrunner for mid, and Ember Spirit, oh, I'm excited now. Ember Spirit is an exciting hero.
I still haven't really seen a pro game where he's come online successfully. Have you seen any of those yet?
Not really, but I've seen plenty of pub games.
Yeah.
Where he gets really annoying with 2 Battle Furies and the Daedalus.
So, Battle Fury, from my understanding, only really makes sense if you have a couple melee heroes on the enemy team. Because you have to be fairly close for the splash from the Battle Fury to actually hit.
Yeah, but it affects his little dance around thing.
Right. But, so I mean, while he's doing his little dance around, heroes have to actually be close enough for the splash to hit.
Yeah, that's true.
With a Mjolnir, you just have to make the hit and have it proc.
I guess that's true. So what is Too Bad going to pick up here? That's the question. Are they going to pick up a mid, or are they just going to go with another support and kind of hold off on their mid, or put Mirana mid, honestly? And it's going to be a support in the Shadow Demon. Really good combo with Alchemist Stun, and this kind of, to me, suggests that they're going to play Alk as a support. Maybe not. Maybe they're going to play Alk as the farmer with the Shadow Demon, but I'm not sure. Not sure what they're going to do. If they're going to try lane or if they're going to do something else.
10 seconds to go.
Excuse me while I try to get a little more comfortable.
We are in for the long haul here.
Reserve time.
All right, so as for Queen Park Rangers, they could pick up. They could probably do with another support here to kind of wait and see. I think Too Bad gets the first pick next round, if I'm not mistaken. So, because they could lane Viper as well. There's nothing saying they have to play him in the mid role.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that we've got Viper going mid right now, and then Ember is the safe lane farmer, but that can easily change.
Yeah, they're thinking about this a little bit. I mean, I'm trying to think about how these lanes are going to play out. If you do get a Viper playing against something like a Mirana, do you think that the Viper will farm fine? Do you think the Mirana will also get shut down because she has a decent amount of range?
I don't know. I mean, that's, I would say, more going to come down to support / ganking situations, like who can, yeah.
Yeah. So we see the Jakiro pick up here. Again, I saw this morning. I feel like I'm watching UF versus NWA round 2. But Jakiro, underrated, I think. His long ice path is wonderful. Great stun.
Absolutely. The fact that you get to pick when you cast your E now, which is his passive burn, phenomenal. I mean, not phenomenal, but really good. Like,
yeah.
Good harass, works well against the towers. You can guarantee it's going to hit the towers. Really good in a slow push lineup.
Yeah, and so we see the Bounty Hunter ban out. They think that they're going to looking for an offlaner. I tend to agree. Bounty Hunter would be a fantastic hero with this lineup right now, I think.
10 seconds to go.
But not going to have it. Instead, they might go with something like, they could go with a Weaver, although that's a little bit, not going to be helpful in the ganks that much, I think.
Yeah, but that would put them in a tricore. Puck, I like that ban. Puck screws up several heroes on their teams pretty significantly.
Yeah. So too bad. They could go with a lot of things here. I almost think they don't have their mid yet, but I'm not sure.
I mean, so one of the interesting things to me as the pool in Dota has gotten significantly bigger. Like before, it used to be you could
10 seconds
almost
to go.
ban out offlane. I
Yeah.
mean, a long time ago, but
5
there
seconds.
was a time where that was like you can knock it down to like one or two not very good offlanes unless the other team prioritizes picking one. Now you can't ban a position. You, I mean, half of the time you're just banning things that you think are annoying.
Yeah. And this is good. We're going to see. So my prediction now, I think this is obvious, is Alchemist, Shadow Demon, Juggernaut, tri-lane, aggressive, with Mirana mid and Wind Ranger in the off lane. And you get the Shadow Demon that's dropped into the Alch stun, into the Juggernaut spin. That's a lot of kills. But they're going to be facing up against a Jakiro, Rubik, Ember Spirit, most likely. And Jakiro's Ice Path is going to mess that up a little bit. Although spin, of course, breaks your magic immunity, or gives you magic immunity. But
5 seconds.
very nice lanes. Very, I want to say, more traditional lanes from Too Bad. And the Timbersaw, solid offlaner. So these lanes are going to be exactly what we predicted.
I am excited to see how this goes.
Indeed, indeed.
So I mean, we got Timbersaw. He's a really fun offlaner to watch. He doesn't have any stuns and he has a minimal slow, but everything else about him is just exciting to watch.
Yeah, no, it should be great. And like I said, I'm excited to see how the Ember Spirit does.
Absolutely.
The Viper should give him a little bit of space, I think. So he should have a little bit of room to farm and get up his items. Meanwhile, we're going to have Moonlight Shadow initiations and excitement early game. It's going to be a good game.
Arrows coming out of nowhere.
It's exciting. All right, so I'm going to do the Dire first. Going into the long lane, we have Spazzy, the professional, playing his professional Timbersaw. We've got P. Diddy going mid on the Viper. We've got Rubik covered by Dante's Inferno. I Did Your Dad is playing Jakiro. Classy. And finally, we have Locke farming on the Ember Spirit.
And we are possibly going to see some engagement soon up in the Dire Forest. But while that's waiting to happen, we've got It's Slammy on the Mirana. We've got Spray Rate on the Alchemist. We've got Tank on the Shadow Demon. Wind Ranger is being played by Handlin. And in the mid, we've got KD is not nice.
This not nice.
Juggernaut going mid. Interesting choice there.
Are they actually going to do this? I guess they are.
So, I mean, Juggernaut versus Viper, I have no experience with. I would assume it's awful.
Yeah.
Because Viper is very good at harass, very good at outlaning somebody. I believe they are getting spotted right now as they
Yeah, they should be.
May have just got noticed, but they're going to come back out. We've got Dire Side in an interesting position on their safe lane right now, waiting up there.
Well, this is just an interesting decision to me. I understand the thinking. You're going to have the arrow in from Slammy hitting the disrupted players that get hit by tanks, Shadow Demon, but still, yeah, you get an extra stun if you hit the arrow, but you have a stun already from Alchemist, so I think you'd rather have the DPS from a Juggernaut than the extra stun. And already we see Juggernaut at half health.
Yep. He already had to burn his Blade Fury. I think he's going for just the fastest possible bottle.
Yeah, I think he has to, right?
Yeah.
Viper is just harassing him off. He knows this is keep him away from the lane. No reason to let him close. Top, you'd want to see. I mean, they're going to try to get kills. You'd want to see him going for this. Shadow Demon thinking about wrapping around. Not going to be able to do it. A little passive, honestly. Oh, we got the charge up by the Alchemist. He gets lifted. He does get it released, though. He hits Dante's Inferno. The arrow is going to miss. Tank is a little bit out of position now. I don't think they're going to go on this. Spray Ray's trying to slow him down, but Tank is only at half health now. Backing out, eats a tree. He's going to be fine, but there goes a lot of mana and health for that tri-lane. Meanwhile, bottom, Handlin is facing up against the Timbersaw. This should really be a wash, and that's looks like what it's going to be. The big thing is mid lane. We've got a 9-5 Viper against a 0-0 Juggernaut. He has not killed a creep.
He does have his bottle, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. The Mirana there, you know, Mirana can survive. Juggernaut cannot survive this lane.
No.
And I'm pretty sure P. Diddy knows it. He's a good player. He's got his shit together.
Oh, Juggernaut misses some of these last hits. He can't afford to miss any. There's one for him.
One on the board, finally.
Yep. Well, top lane, we see an engagement that I almost missed. Oh, Spray Rate gets stunned. He's going to die here, I think. He does go down. Tank's actually out of position as well. Somehow the Bolas missed, but he's going to die anyways. Oh, disruption. But actually, that was a bad disruption. Oh, but a bad ice path saves him.
Anyways, though.
Here comes the stun on the Rubik, and an arrow's going to kill him. So they do get a return kill. A little bit of a mistake there from QPR.
Well played by the Mirana, though. It's slimy.
Yep, indeed. Got a kill. Didn't die. But it's going to be 1-1 now. Oh, and Viper kills Juggernaut mid. I didn't even see it. But, I mean, this mid lane is just going to be a disaster. I don't know of any other way it's going to end.
I mean, P. Diddy's basically going to be free farming indefinitely. Because they can't leave top. And, yeah.
Yeah, Juggernaut has his bottle now, but, I mean, this lane is just...
I mean, he had bottle earlier. It didn't matter.
Oh, right. I mean, he's just going to get punished in this mid lane. I guess he'll get fast levels, but... You know, 3 Omni Slashes is not worth dying. And here we see him moving out a little bit. But again, P. Diddy harassing him. Already down. And P. Diddy's a 6, and he's a 4.
Yeah.
We see 23 last hits for P. Diddy, 4 for Juggernaut. And this isn't even... You know, this is not the player's fault. We should make that very clear. Like, this is just a horrible matchup. Horrible matchup.
Yeah. It's not even, no. And Juggernaut, fairly farm-dependent hero. Not really one that you want to be unitemed.
Yeah, or underleveled for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe their theory was he can get the levels. He can just survive just enough to be able to get the levels, but I don't know.
But a Viper is such a good hero to basically just zone someone out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, let's talk about the tri-lane a little bit. We have 13 last hits for the Ember Spirit, followed by 6 for the Mirana. So it looks like QPR is winning the tri-lane as well. And now we see top of the boards, right below Viper. This Spazzy's actually doing a great job getting his last hits on the Timbersaw. Kind of a low last hit count for both teams in this game. You'd like to see more than 15 or 14 last hits at 5 minutes.
Viper, though. Viper is a machine.
Yes. Mid players are the ones that make games happen. Yeah, I mean, he's 34 last hits at 5 minutes. That's almost perfect, right?
It's really good. It's not quite perfect. Got
So we
Viper wrapping around from the back, possibly going to go on him here. He does use the ultimate, but tower's going to be too much damage and he backs out.
Yep. And actually, if Shadow Demon had moved in a little quicker there, it could have gotten a disruption, and they might have been able to get him. Although his wand... Oh, no. Sorry, he had a regen bottled.
Radiant's top tower is taken.
That explains it.
Yeah.
We see a Spray Rate sitting up here waiting to get this kill, but he walks right past the ward, I believe. And the last hit board...
Viper favoring the right side so heavily there.
Well-
He knows there's somebody on the left trying to mess him up.
And actually, if you take a look at the gold graph right now, it's 2,000 in favor of QPR, and it's just been a steady line down.
2,000 at 6 minutes in is pretty significant. Like, pretty significant.
Yeah, something's not going too well. If you take a look at net worth, Viper, followed by Timbersaw, followed by Ember Spirit. So all the three people you want to have top of the charts in net worth are there.
Well, la-di-da.
La-di-da. And they really want to get something out of this tri-lane. Is they going to go for disruption? They do. The arrow's going to come out. Actually, no. They're just going to throw the... Oh, no. Self-stun on Alchemist. That's really bad. The bullets go out, but they might be able to get locked anyways. They hit it with an arrow, but no, they're not going to have enough damage. The arrow's too close range. They're going to have to back out. And actually, he health pots immediately. And the farming commences. 23 last hits on the Windrunner. Another disruption. We get a lift, but here comes the stun. They're actually going to hit the stun. I think they should be able to get Rubik here. We're going to see an arrow.
This is going to be it.
They do get him.
Good job. Too bad.
All right, so that's good. They're able to get another kill. And actually, the fortunate thing for them is that the kills are kind of even, but the farm game is not going their way.
It amuses me that they have two wards right on top of each other from the different teams.
Yes. It's the new cool spot. So we're going to see Viper bottling up a DD, which is... He's going to go make something happen with that.
Does know about the Rune ward. Probably going to see a D ward on that soon. We have Viper rotating bot. Let's see what can happen. Oh, Viper backing out now.
Giving a little bit of room to Juggernaut, so hopefully he can get a little bit more money here. 19 last hits now. Still not very good, but trying to claw his way back in the gold lead. But holy, Viper's at 50. This guy's net worth is fantastic, and he is going to go bottom. We see an X come out, so really good prediction from the Radiant, I think.
Got Viper with the DD, though. This is not going to take much to take Handlin down.
No, 2 hits if he dives, but Handlin's hiding, and it's a good thing. They have to know. Juggernaut, meanwhile, is jungling now. He's a little bit worried. Top lane got forced back, and the Mirana died. I missed the kill.
Yep. We completely missed that. Well, oh, Timbersaw's going on her bot.
She's dead.
Have Viper come in and take her down.
Took a lot.
Rotation from P Diddy.
Yeah, it took a long time, but that was their best farming hero. So he just gotta shut her down a little bit. And this game is, very slowly now 3,000 gold. It's just moving in the favor of QPR more and more. Juggernaut's very static in the mid lane. I'd like to see him rotate a bit more and try to get involved in top. He's going to try to get the top rune, it looks like. Or he's going to... Actually, no, he's going to keep going and go straight to top. So we're going to see 4 top. He walks right past the Dire Ward, though. So they know... no Radiant Wards down, actually. They have... Oh, excuse me, except for the one by top lane.
Yep, they got de-warded at the rune ward there.
So we got 4 top. They might just try to push the tower. But bottom's going to go down to Viper. What an annoying hero. Immediate TP top, so it's going to be 4v4. I like this. Get the support in early. Spazzy's there. Hiding, so they don't see him. No arrow shot yet. Miranda does have her ultimate. Barely got it. They're going to quickly push down top. I don't think Acid Spray affects towers, does it? No, it does not.
Well, we look. No, it does not.
So we see disrupt. We see the arrow go out. It does hit I Did Your Dad. Oh, but a good list by Rubik. He's got to throw the stun. He does get it off. They're going to kill the Jakiro. But meanwhile, they're going after Inferno. They both get Timber Chained in. That's going to be it for 2 of the heroes. Both Mirana and Juggernaut dead. And Spray Rate's going to go down right here.
Not a good trade on the too bad side of things.
Not at all. Diddy wants another kill. He's got his mech up already. We see a pause up with the Ember Spirit. Disconnect by Rubik. I'm going to check pings real quick. So we see pings are actually looking really good for players. The casters, of course, with fantastic ping, because why wouldn't we have fantastic ping? So if we want to talk about the status of the game right now, honestly, QPR just won the landing stage handily. All three of their heroes that they needed to get farmed very well. We see 42, 46, and 65 last hits on them, combined to 25, 25, and 26 for the Radiant. So Too Bad is just behind right now in gold by quite a bit. We can take a look at, again, net worth of the heroes. Very low. In fact, Windrunner's not doing very well. And if you take a look at the XP graph, they haven't been able to capitalize on that either. It's spiked down a lot from this last fight.
I am going to vehemently and completely disagree with you for the sake of good television and say this team has heart, this team has spirit, they have it to win, they want it, and we just need to see if they want it more than the other team.
That's how you win games. Wants.
If they want it, they can take it.
Honestly, that's true. They just need a few good team fights. And they have things like Juggernaut ult and Mirana ult to make it happen. But Timber Chain's going to get him out of there. No problem. Nothing's going to happen to that. We get a steal by Rubik of what? He steals Blade Fury. Actually, that's not a bad steal.
It's not a very good one, though.
No, but preventing the stun coming in from Alk and Mirana will be good. And we see the D ward happening. Oh, Disrupt. The arrow misses, unfortunately. So that's going to be it for that engagement. In fact, Tank's going to get caught up by Diddy, who rotates in. He's just melted. The stun's going to come out from Alchemist, but we see the Veno ult going in. We see an ultimate from Juggernaut, but that's not going to save the Alchemist. It will save the Juggernaut. The arrow misses again. Poor guy. And that's going to be 2 more dead.
Yep, Moonlight Shadow burned, not doing that much for them, unfortunately, and now we have them going to push down this tower pretty handily, I think.
Yes, indeed. Somehow, Veno's still managing to get his last hits. This is a... Oh, I see. We see the arrow come in. The arrow does catch on lock. They might be able to get him here. It doesn't look like it. Actually, no, they do get the kill on him. Blade Fury comes in from Rubik. They is able to kill the Shadow Demon.
Gotta eat my words on the Blade Fury.
Oh, good Shackle. That's going to be it for Inferno, I think. And the stun's going to come out. Yep. Oh, that's going to be almost 2 dead. 3, 4 dead.
What a brawl.
Sunstrike, Zeus ult, all the globals. Meanwhile, Diddy's farming mid because, you know, they didn't need the mech there. So we'll see what happens with that team fight in about 30 seconds where it shows on the map. But I think that's probably an advantage for the Spazzy. They took down the Juggernaut, which is important, and they lost a few supports. They did lose the Ember Spirit, but he's not the key to their game right now.
No. Meanwhile, Tier 1 completely down for the Radiant side.
We are going to see Battle Furies coming out from Ember Spirit. Probably just one, unless he wants this full pub it out. And we're going to see Diddy rotating around. He's going to bottle that Invis rune, which is going to make him terrifying. If we take a look at vision on the map, there's just no vision for the Radiant right now. Everything's going to be dewarded. Smoke comes in for QPR. They're going to catch Spray Rate here. Timber Chain's going to probably catch him. Shadow Demon's there. They want to go on this. This is ballsy. They get a 2-person stun followed by a Shackle, but Diddy comes back on the backside. They're able to get Rubik down pretty quickly, but the Jakiro ult actually very good. And there comes the Mirana ultimate. They're able to kill one more. Professional still alive. They're trying to get Juggernaut. They do get him. That's 3 down for 2. The arrow comes in. It's going to hit. It misses somehow. Do they have a gem? He's able to get out.
Out from Mirana.
Lucky Stirring Change is down.
So we saw there 2 cores, or 3 cores. Well, 2 cores and a support for 2 supports. So once again, not the kind of trade you want to be making.
Radiant's mid tower.
And that was just a really difficult area to fight in, which I'll point out in just a second once this engagement here finishes. Juggernaut's going to TP in. Rubik's going to get a disruption. Juggernaut's going to spin in, but Rubik's there. Arrow comes in and hits a creep. They're going to have to back out. They get the set up, and they might be able to get Diddy here. This will be a big kill. He's out a little too far. He gets stunned, but then again, his team's there. So much damage coming out. Blade Fury comes through. They do kill Diddy. Are they going to be able to get locked? Oh, it's stolen by Rubik. Great steal on the Blade Fury. Or on the, yes, Blade Fury. Omni Slash, excuse me. He's able to get a kill. This Rubik is playing quite well right now.
Rubik is such a fun hero when you have all these spells to steal.
So this spot was really hard to fight in because you got a nice Jakiro laid down right through here, which is just hard to deal with. You get the Viper wrapping in from the backside, doing a ton of damage, immediately killing the supports. And you just get this split here where you get some people going down, you get some people going back, and it's just... It favored the Dire in terms of their team fight ability and just their positioning to start with. So if we go back to the mid lane, where the action happens, we're seeing team fights still not going the way of the Radiant, but at least they're getting a few kills, and they've gotten kills on the Viper. And the double damage is on the Rubik. I'm trying to think of good things for them. So we see Tank trying to get a kill here, and he's just going to melt. Oh, but the arrow does hit on the Professional. I don't know if they're going to be able to go on this, and in fact, they're not. The dewarding deward is going to get dewarded by the Rubik. And the noose is tightening on Too Bad for game 1. We're going to see them coming in on the top. Professional is very confident in himself. He does have a ton of health. The Veno's going to come in. He's going to get the ult on the Mirana. She gets lifted, chained. They might be able to get Spaza here. A great shackle. The Mirana ultimate is going to try to keep people alive in this fight. They're trying to chase down P. Diddy with K-Dis not nice. They need another stun. Here comes the Alk stun, though. They get the 4-staff, but he's going to run into an entire team. The Ice Path comes down.
Ow.
Yeah. The Omni Slash is going to come in. Not enough to go, but another great shackle. They're going to kill Diddy for sure this time.
Nice.
And there are only 2 supports remaining. If they can get these, it's going to be 4 dead. It looks like it's going to happen. Still trying to chase down Diddy, but there comes the Mirana. The arrow's going to come out. Arrow hits. That's 4 down. And that's 5 in a row and a double kill for Slammy.
Professional and Ember Spirit coming in from the back, though.
Oh, a good shackle. Oh, creep lock loaded by his own team, and Locke's going to get a kill here for sure.
And
Seth.
Dota crashed again.
All right. Well, that fight was great right up until Locke and the Professional came in the backside. No buybacks. They just were able to get back in there quickly.
Radiant's top towers.
Mirana did live, so that's good. She's 6-2, which is exciting. And Alchemist still not with any... He's trying to go mech, I think, but it's taking him a little while to farm that up. Shadow Demon is the ward guy, apparently. Mirana working on her Manta style. Not that far away. Just need, 3,000 worth of items. But he's having a pretty good game. Meanwhile, Locke, we see the Battle Fury is finished on him. I wonder what his next item is going to be. Yeah, 7,000 gold or 700 gold.
About time.
He might end up going something like a Daedalus next, or Chrysalis at least. Maybe the Mjolnir. We'll see. But we're starting to see these damage items come online for QPR. We see just a Yasha for the Viper. He's got a Staff of Wizardry, which I assume is going to be built into a 4-staff. Actually, no, it's not going to be a 4-staff. It's going to be a probably an Ag Scepter. We see the good wards, but good counter ward by the Shadow Demon. Hopefully the poor guy doesn't get jumped on again. And actually, he is going to get jumped on. No Viper ult comes out, but he's slowed. He gets Ice Path. Poor guy's just dead. A good arrow comes in, but does not hit. The stun comes out from the Alk. Are they going to be able to get Diddy fast enough? They do get him. That's a big kill. Meanwhile, Moonlight Shadow, they got it back out. I think this time they're not going to make the mistake they made last time, and they're just going to run away.
Yeah, get those wards down. Take the win. Be happy.
I mean, they had to burn 3 ults to get it, but hey.
They're fighting from behind. They need to do stuff like that just to get the kills. These people are staying around. This Jakiro is not going to pay for it, apparently.
I don't know. He, like, turned around, like, it was like, hey, come back. And that was enough to scare off the Windrunner. All right, so we see Boots of Travel on this Timbersaw. This is going to become the split pusher, basically. He's going to make sure that the pressure stays off of QPR for the mid game. Clears waves so quickly with that pure. Back in game, by the way.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay. Juggernaut has his Yasha. All right, so that's good. Got some damage. A teeny little bit of damage.
Got QPR trying. I mean, they're rotating into the jungle. It looks like on the Radiant side, going to see if they can find anybody.
The Radiant still don't have any wards in this entire area, though. So.
Yeah. And they are heavily, aggressively trying to de-ward. Not too much success right now, though.
I like this move by them just because they know that if they can keep Too Bad in their base, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back. Viper doesn't cast anything on him before Viper strikes, so that got canceled, but that's okay.
Yep.
And no Ag Scepter on him either, so that was a slight mistake.
Windrunner going to scout it out. They know.
They know, but doesn't matter. They're out of position. They might be able to force a fight here, though. There's going to be 5 people there. Omni Slash is up. We're going to see Alchemist come in. We see the arrow come out. If she can hit someone with this, which it doesn't. It just happens to thread the needle. The stun comes in from the Alchemist. He's going to ultimate right now.
Moonlight Shadow.
They need to go. It's time. It's time. Oh, there's the Omni Slash. They're going to get down Diddy immediately. The arrow hits to kill him off. Dante's Inferno, my God. But he gets the Omni Slash steal again. Meanwhile, they get the slow on the Jakiro on the back end by Tank, but Locke is there, and there goes Tank. That's 3 down.
Doing so much damage.
So much damage. And there goes Slammy. That's a team wipe.
And that's a Roche. And that's probably a tier 2.
Yep, they had to go for that fight, honestly, but QPR did a great job of splitting this way, and this way. So basically, they chased the P. Diddy on the Viper up here and the Rubik up here, but the Rubik is able to steal the Omni Slash. Meanwhile, in the back, Locke was able to clean up some of the supports and then come back in. So the split by QPR was what kept them alive. If they stayed together in that fight, it would have been much harder. They would have had to deal with more Alchemist damage and more Starfall damage. Is it called Starfall in this game? Starstorm, okay. Sorry.
Huh.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Cannot piss off the Blizzard. Meanwhile, bottom tower is going to go down. Spazi just doing his split pushing. He's going to get out here. The Alk charges the stun, but they would have had to TP in and get the disruption from Shadow Demon immediately.
Spazzy has Boots of Travel, 13 charges on his Bloodstone, and most of the way to a Shiva's. That is a pretty farmed and tanky Timbersaw.
Indeed. I wonder why he bought the recipe for the Shivas instead of buying the actual staff. He might have been close to dying.
It's a surprise. But yeah, I don't know why he doesn't at least have the plate mail on him.
Don't need no plate. Dude, those Iron Branches are doing so much more than that plate mail.
I don't think you're right. But
+1 attack.
you're just wrong.
Alright, so it looks like they're grouping up for a fight middle. Slammy, or not Slammy, Cadis Not Knight wants them to rotate top, which I think is a good idea. And there's actually no wards there for the Dire, so I don't think they're going to catch Diddy out of position, but they might. It's going to be a Moonlight Shadow initiation, so they think there are wards here, which is a good assumption, but there are not.
P. Diddy does have a Town Portal scroll, but if they can get this arrow...
Shackle is what they need. He's going to rotate down and TP out. He's going to go... Yep, there he goes. He's gone.
If they got the arrow, though, they don't.
No,
and they've actually... this Windrunner is in trouble. He is going to get caught out.
Force Staff might save him.
Really interesting team
Oh,
fight.
we get a good Shackle. Windrunner does go down. An arrow hits the Professional, so that's good. Oh, but they're going to fight underneath the ultimate. Oh, my. Ember Spirit just does so much damage. I need to look at that guy's items. Juggernaut, meanwhile, try to clean up, but it's not going to matter. Ember Spirit with double Battle Fury, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And the GG called. That's going to be it.
Okay.
And if we take a look at the final XP, yes. 20,000, 20,000 XP in gold. That's kind of where you say, all right, the game becomes very difficult to win.
That was a good game. Both teams had a lot of good plays. I think that it really came down to Dire just dominated the laning phase. The only team, or the only person on the Radiant side getting good farm was the Wind Ranger. And that's just not enough. You had Juggernaut getting completely wrecked. The offensive tri lane did not go that well. And yeah, Dire just did a better job executing.
Lobby password is RD2L, by the way.
I'm glad you told that to all of the followers.
They got 2 minutes delay. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for game number 1. I'll do the outtake now, or the outro. I'm Have No Pity here with Xylem. We had a wonderful game number 1. Too bad able to hang in there for a while, but QPR's laning phase, followed by their good team fights, just a little bit too much for them. So that's going to be it for game number 1. We will see you guys back for game number 2 in just a second.